Kendall Jenner may keep a low profile compared to her famous family, but when it comes to spending, she's anything but quiet. With a $60 million net worth, this supermodel mastered the art of luxury. And honestly, when you've got pockets that deep, why settle for ordinary? So let's dive into the lavish life of Kendall Jenner and see where all that cash goes. Kendall Jenner may be the most low-key Kardashian, but her real estate portfolio is anything but quiet. Let's start with her current digs.
Hey Dee, it's Kendall Jenner. Welcome to my house. Come on in.
A Beverly Hills Spanish-style villa that she scooped up from none other than Charlie Sheen in 2017 for a breezy $8.6 million. Clearly, she was looking for something a little more peaceful after her West Hollywood fiasco. Don't worry, we'll spill that tea soon. The villa, tucked behind some seriously massive gates, provides all the privacy she needs. Because when your neighbors are Christina Aguilera and DJ Khaled, sometimes you just want a little peace and quiet. Now, this is a Kardashian Jenner we're talking about, so of course the most extra room in the house is the bathroom. No, not the other 5 bathrooms, though 6 bathrooms is quite a lot of places to think about your life. Once when Kourtney was crashing with Kendall, she posted a bathroom selfie, and guess what stole the spotlight in the background? A gold freestanding tub that set Kendall back a whopping $40,000. Yup, Kendall spent $40,000 on a tub just to soak after a long day of looking effortlessly fabulous. Meanwhile, the rest of us are tossing bath bombs into the tub and pretending we're in some kind of luxury spa. Kendall's probably not too thrilled Kourtney blew her low-key cover with that one. Turns out, even when she's subtle, she's still spinning like a Kardashian. But hey, we're just warming up. If you thought the bathroom was something, wait until you hear about her couch. You know, just a regular piece of furniture where you kick back and binge Netflix, right? Wrong. It is Kendall's world, and her couch is a $52,000 Edra on the rock sofa that literally looks like a pile of giant boulders glued together. But don't let the rock-like appearance fool you. According to Kendall, it's the comfiest thing she's ever sat on. Honestly, that makes her sound minimalist. You know, if minimalists lived in $8 million homes. Before she upgraded to her private Beverly Hills oasis, Kendall dipped her toes into the West Hollywood real estate scene. In 2016, she snapped up a mid-century masterpiece from Emily Blunt and John Krasinski for a mere $6.5 million. This place was like a Pinterest board brought to life. 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and an open-plan living room with a fireplace that probably saw more parties than a Coachella VIP tent. But of course, Kris Jenner, always the protective momager, didn't think it was secure enough. And she was right. After some stalker and burglary drama, Kendall had to sell it a year later for $6.85 million. Moral of the story, always listen to Kris Jenner. While it might seem otherwise, Kendall's real estate hustle began way earlier, as early as 2014, when she purchased her first chic condo in the Wilshire in Westwood, LA for $1.4 million. It was the dream house for a 19-year-old girl. 24-hour valet, concierge, doorman, heated pool, because why have a regular pool when you can have one that's heated all the time? She decked out the living room with a massive white couch and filled the walls with art, her signature move apparently. She sold the condo in 2017 for $1.6 million, right around the time she was crowned the highest paid model by Forbes. We know for sure that Kendall struts down runways for a living, but one look into her garage shows that clearly she has a need for speed, and a taste for some seriously flashy, ridiculously expensive rides. First in her impressive lineup is the Lamborghini Urus. This isn't your everyday SUV, unless your mom plays soccer with gold-plated balls. With a ferocious 657 horsepower and a price tag of $200,000, this beast is the perfect blend of luxury and raw power. And trust me, we are just warming up. Next is her Ferrari 488 Spider, which comes with a casual price tag of $280,000. Kendall can hit 60 miles per hour with this baby in just 3 seconds, faster than most people can get out of the door in the morning. And if that wasn't enough, she's not even the only one in the family with this beauty. After Kylie lent her her own Ferrari 458 Italia, Kendall decided to grab herself a 488 Spider, because why borrow your sister's car when you can just buy your own? Naturally, Kylie couldn't resist joining the fun and scooped up her own Spider too, because nothing says sibling bonding like matching $280,000 Ferraris. And then there's the $330,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith she got as a gift for her 21st birthday. While most people get a cake or maybe a nice dinner, Kris Jenner gets her daughter a luxury car that looks straight out of a James Bond movie. Kendall's collection wouldn't be complete without a dash of vintage flair, of course. She owns a 1957 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, a classic ride worth over $100,000. She's been spotted cruising around in this beauty, giving major old Hollywood vibes, with just a touch of Jenner extravagance, naturally. It's like she stepped out of a time machine with a few $1 million in her pocket. And the extravagance doesn't stop there. She also owns a jaw-dropping $2.5 million Bugatti Veyron, a $500,000 Mercedes SLR McLaren, and a $200,000 Audi R8. And because no one would settle for just one Ferrari, she also has another Ferrari, this time a Ferrari SF90 Stradale in her lineup. So if you ever wonder what it's like to live like Kendall Jenner, just know it involves a lot of horsepower and some pretty hefty price tags. Speaking of hefty price tags, you need to see the price tags of her wardrobe collection. If you're wondering what someone who walks the runways of Paris, Milan, and New York wears in her day-to-day life, we've got you covered. Let's take a peek at some of the ridiculously expensive pieces hanging in Kendall's closet. Because when your modeling contracts rake in millions, your wardrobe has to reflect that lifestyle. Here are some of our picks from her collection that's worth mentioning. First up, the Met Gala Marvel 2018. Kendall's off-white jumpsuit adorned with glittering beads wasn't just a fashion statement, it was a $100,000 masterpiece that cemented her status as a style icon. Then there's her Cannes chic moment, where she turned heads in a sheer Versace gown worth over $50,000. It didn't need a red carpet, it was the red carpet. We're not forgetting the $60,000 Balmain dress she pulled off at the Paris Fashion Week, and for one particularly unforgettable evening in 2017, she went full-on Cinderella in a Ralph & Russo ball gown, complete with layers of tulle and intricate embroidery. The price tag? A casual $150,000. There's also the archival Givenchy Dress Couture 1999 fall collection she wore to the 2024 Met Gala. The dress was covered in over 100,000 beads, which took all of 500 hours to complete. Oh, and let's not forget her love affair with Tiffany & Co., which means that she has access to a lot of timeless jewelry pieces to pair these stunning outfits. Like the $1 million orange diamond necklace she showed up with at the 2019 Met Gala. Subtle? No. Fabulous? Always. But we cannot mention her wardrobe collection without talking about her bag collection, which is packed with everything from Gucci to Chanel. But the real showstopper here is her Hermès Birkin bag collection. One of these bags can easily cost upwards of $15,000, and Kendall loves to splurge on them. She's got a whole collection of these beauties, and some of the limited edition Birkins she's been spotted carrying are worth up to $150,000 each. All in all, Kendall's wardrobe collection is estimated to be worth a whopping $10 million. And honestly, we're not even surprised. But it's not just her wardrobe collection that leaves us green with envy. Her beauty routine could bankrupt most people. Kendall's a fan of La Mer, a luxury skincare brand where a single jar of face cream can cost over $500. Her entire skincare collection easily worth more than $2,000. But hey, when your face is one of the most recognizable in the world, it's a small price to pay. Now when it comes to traveling, Kendall doesn't do economy like the rest of us. The supermodel has been spotted solo or with her friends lounging on the SS Grout, an $875,000 yacht that costs between $10,000 and $20,000 a week to charter. And she's not the only one in the yacht club. Her celeb pals like Bella Hadid and Hailey Bieber have also taken this luxury liner for a spin. It's basically the Uber pool of the rich and famous, except the only pool here has an infinity edge and a lot of champagne. Because why throw a pool party when you can have a yacht party? Kendall doesn't just sip someone else's booze at these yacht raves either. She's got her own. In true Kardashian-Jenner fashion, she launched her tequila brand 818 in 2021, which is now a multi-million-dollar business, generating over $25 million annually in sales. And speaking of parties and tequilas, one wild night out after a few too many shots, Kendall made a memorable decision that's now forever etched on the inside of her lip. She got so drunk that she walked into a tattoo parlor and got her lip tattooed. Given that the tattoo parlor she stumbled into has a $1,000 minimum requirement, this wasn't your run-of-the-mill, I'll regret this later moment. Nah, this was one very expensive mistake. But hey, in Kendall's world, money practically grows on trees, or at least that's what she thinks.
You have to think about what you're asking for because money doesn't grow on trees.
Yes, it does. It's paper.
But let's be real, it's not all wild spending on tequila, hobbies, yachts, and spontaneous tattoo decisions for this supermodel. Like the rest of the Kardashian-Jenner clan, Kendall has to keep her safety on lock. Her sister Kylie spends a whopping $300,000 to $400,000 a month on security, and it's safe to say Kendall's not far off from that range either. Just do the math. That's a cool $3.6 to $4.8 million a year just to make sure no one photobombs her next yacht selfie or climbs into her window at night. Now, when you're rolling in cash like Kendall, you can indulge in some seriously expensive hobbies. For the rest of us mere mortals, it's a quick trip to the dollar store for some thrifty finds, but for Kendall, it's all about horse riding.
I was always around horses and I just was deeply in love with them. And I have no explanation, and that's why I say I feel like in past lives I have just been around horses. Yeah, so since I was a really young kid, loved them and continue to love them my whole life.
She's been riding horses since she was a kid. And now that she's got the cash to spend, she's not holding back. Kendall owns several horses, and while the exact price tags are unknown, top-tier horses can easily cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. 2 of her horses, Belle and Dylan, are estimated to be worth over $30,000 each. I guess you could say Kendall is living out her country girl dreams.
This is Arizona. My cowboy.
In fact, she once said in an interview that she would love a quieter farm life, but supermodel life kind of gets in the way.
I crave the complete opposite. I want to be on a farm in Wyoming with a ton of animals. That's where I want to be.
Here's the thing. For a very long time, Kendall Jenner was known as just Kim Kardashian's kid sister, but now she's got the runway walk down and even knows how to make a tequila brand worth millions. And honestly, she keeps us guessing with her moves. Who knows what her next would be? Maybe a clothing line or her own makeup line like her sister someday.
One was wondering what I was using. You can mix the shades. We love mixing.
Okay, maybe she doesn't quite have her sister's makeup skills just yet,